I came to the study of Mormonism indirectly. It was part of my doctoral general exams, and so have to pick up the basics there. But where it became alive for me was the first time I met Richard Bushman. He gave a talk at the graduate school where I was, and afterward I went up and told him it was a wonderful talk. And that was the beginning of a conversation that's gone on now since 1972. I think that's an important point, is that often our interests are spurred by human relationships and people that we grow to admire personally, and to say the least, I admire Richard Bushman. But then it became more important to me when I got into the study of Pentecostalism. I grew up Pentecostal, and so along the way, naturally, you have to write a book about what you grew up in. And it struck me as I was working in Pentecostalism how many parallels there were. There were also differences, important differences, but there were a lot of parallels. Ecstatic behavior, involuntary trance behavior, the intense missionary impulse. The way that both traditions were both marginal to mainline culture and then marginalized by others. And then the opposition they both encountered. Now with Mormons it was far more serious. But even so, Pentecostals were not rarely thrown in jail. Okay? So there were a lot of parallels with the two traditions. And so I did what anybody does when they write a book. I offered a course on the two traditions. And a lot of my students then wrote papers about different aspects of the Mormons. And so that became very important in my academic biography. And then I would say that a third component was the significant number of Mormon doctoral students that I have been privileged to teach. And that's the key word, privileged. And I've been fascinated by their love for the tradition, as well as their self-critical ability to deal with it.